And welcome back to the facility. So, today's session, what have we got? We have done... Last time, we cleared Antiverse to the far garden. Not really got any notes on that yet. We found our way up to the 3rd floor, and we concluded that we need to kill some security bots in order to get power cells to enable us to actually hack the door that we need to get through. There we go. Gosh, my brain is on another planet. Right, there we are. So, we went through the far garden. I've got a load of junk in my pockets, all that junk inside my trunk. I'm gonna eat a skunk. So before we progress much further, there are a couple of things I want to do. So, if you remember last time, I told you we weren't going to go up this way just yet. Actually, we're not going to. We're going to go up to the executive suites, so I'm going to drop some stuff off. Changing my mind, what a goose. Alright, so yes, back up to the executive suites. So, we've just cleared our pockets and we're going to head back upstairs. No point in making you sit through 2 minutes of me just putting things in drawers. But there is something that I want to get from up here. Again, lovely little section to score some free experience. I hear a peccary. They're very, very loud. But because of the way that they're structured, they're relatively straightforward to catch in the face. And again, the crossbow, really, really good tool for taking them down. Let's see if I get anything interesting, like chopping it up. No, bioscrap, I'll take it. Might actually wash myself as well in the poopy water. That pest just wiggled on by, so we'll take a pot shot, get some more experience. Some more pens. Always need more pens. We will need bits from the computers, but I'm not going to fill my pockets with them just yet. The pens. Ooh, I'm going to take all the pens I can get my hands on. Because we will switch over and do some throwing as well. Because there are some very helpful perks in the throwing skill tree. So these boxes of screws, we don't need them. Right, yeah, you can see the pest in there. There's something growling and grumbling that way. We'll find out who or what that is in a moment.
I'm ravenous.
Yeah, I know you are, mate.
Dr. Derek Mance, Cascade. The first instances of IS-064 appeared barely seconds after our first successful perforation event. It appears to exude a fog or mist that has overtaken the plateau entirely. The surviving residents have been evacuated and a cordon established around the town, citing a chemical spill. The residents, not to mention our counterparts at the EPA, are less than impressed. The knowledge we already gained, even in this short time, is beyond value.
Come on, let me crouch. Come on, game. What are we doing? Okay, it's gone all the way around. Ah! Get snuck up on, stupid! We could also do with a nap too. Right, let's get the hammer out. Magazines, those are phenomenally valuable. Yeah, just bring a hammer with you as you're going around, repair stuff. It's just some free extra construction XP. Like, there is no reason not to get it. Especially early game, like just being able to like break a lot of furniture is kind of handy. I think there's usually a pest around here. Yeah. Oh yeah, trick shot, baby. Oh, so many pens. Yum, 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 yum. But we're actually up here for a specific reason. Because before we progress too much further, like my character has said, he is ravenous. And we need to make sure that we can manage that. Oh. Excuse you, little dude. I love that clock. Let's turn that into a bandage, and then I'll turn that one piece of cloth we've got. I want to take the clock, but I'm not going to. I'm going to have to loop through.
Grows. We have discovered new facets of its physical laws. One of the most fascinating is temporal tethering. Each entry to an antiverse seems to start a timer, which resets after a given period, as though a band of time stretches before snapping back to its origin. I'm confident we will understand this phenomenon in time, but until we do, it violates a dozen scientific principles.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to drop that on the floor. I'm going to take those peas. I'm going to take that fridge. With some more resources there. What is going on out there? It's all like smoky and foggy. Weird. A couple of frying pans in here, but I thought there was usually a cooking pot. Is there anything else I can leave behind quickly? Paper scrap will do that. Grab the frying pans because we're going to need them. This is a nice area because there is an oven that we can use. Well, there's just the one power socket. There's a dude up there as well. You're right, mate.
It's not my fault. I work on power cells, not portals. They take them into Silo 3, and I never see them again.
Yeah, so he's basically just telling us that the stuff we're looking for is now in Silo 3. I'm going to take a quick trip back to base so we can set up a rudimentary kitchen. Because my character's super bloody hungry, and we'll have a look at cooking once we're down there. Okay, so we've set up a little kitchen here, so we've made the portable stove. So let me just show that. Oh, no, not portal. Portable stove, so it just needs a couple of coils, a keyboard, a couple of bits and pieces. You just plug it in, it gives you two stove tops to work with. We'll put the socket there, we've got the fridge plugged in, and that is currently... It's not on batteries yet, but it will still make our food reserves last a little bit longer. As you can see, my character is getting very hungry, and very thirsty.
More hydrated than I am.
So while those cook, we can do some general repairs and character care. So we will come over, we will repair our spear. Crossbow is repaired with rubber bands, fair enough. Because some stuff respawned in here. I wonder if the knife is back.
Yeah.
We're feeling punchy. So just remember, in this game, you can die from exhaustion. You can die from dehydration. You can die from hunger. So you've got to keep on top of those. We are close to being too hungry. I can hear them spitting. So once your food starts spitting, you know that it is cooked. Just remember that a lot of these meats will cause some level of rad gain. So if you're going to be eating a lot of food, I would really recommend taking some iodine before chowing down on these. It's a little bit of a trap in the early game, and then you wind up radiated most of it. It's now nighttime, so that oven is going to stop working. So I suppose the only thing we can really do is have a little nap. We're counting pests. Honk shoe. Oh, bloop. I got blooped.
All vacant perforations will
Portal world to reset. Some did not reset because we only just discovered the world. So essentially, once an in-game week. Is it once a week or twice a week? I think it's twice a week. All the worlds that we've explored reset. And that is just so that we can go and farm them for resources. So if you were listening to Dr. Mance earlier, he was talking about like it almost makes like a tethered point in history, and when they reset it, like pyoings it back. So it's like individuals, when they go into these worlds, like they've got their own sort of almost like little time loops in them, and yet the world still persists as normal. Just they seem to be like locked from the point where somebody has entered them, which is, I think that's a really cool idea. It's like they realise that there's something in there that shouldn't be, and sort of resets it. Oh god, he's here. It's my best friend. I know we don't have an awful lot of money, but this is still funny to do. We've got a lovely cup of coffee. Coffee is great. Coffee hydrates you. Coffee wakes you up. Working hard or hardly working? Hi, co-worker. He's totally normal. Have a coffee.
Thanks for the num-nums, pal.
Thanks for the num-nums, pal. You terrify me. I just put coffee in his coffee hole. Alright, well, there's not too much that we can really do for... Oh, you still here?
I'm going to wait here. It's not safe out there.
Fair play, mate. I can't imagine it's too safe back here either. Alright, so you can see we are a little bit chilly. Things are a little bit grim. We could go and fight the bot, but it's dark and it's just going to look like ass. So I think we wait on that front. We're getting a little bit of radiation coming out of the fridge. It's nearly morning. Oh, and I can put these in the fridge too. Lovely. My food's cooking again now that the power's back on. Nice. Yeah, the distance for the radiation is a little bit annoying. So, how close can we get? Yeah, about here from the fridge before we start taking rad damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we get fed. We need to poop. Should have plenty of time to go to the bathroom while we're waiting for the food to cook.
Where's the bathroom?
And there we go, right on cue. So this is a character with that 15% increased bathroom rate, and we've been to the toilet once. Maybe twice, I just don't remember the other time. But, yeah, so genuinely the weak bladder is just, it's not a downside. You've respawned.
This sector is under precautionary security measures.
So let's have some iodine, just to make sure we don't poison ourselves.
Security assistance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys shouldn't be in here because of where we've got our crafting table. Well, I mean, if it's free pests. Yeah, that guy's back. Some free ice cream there. I'm just going to leave that where it is. I think there's another one in here. Yeah, free snacks are free snacks. Yeah, it's chilly. Alright, bench upgrades. Let's have a look and see what we can do here. So we could look at the bench warmer. We could look at the dioxy healer. How much bio scrap have I got? Got 2 there. 3 there, so nowhere near enough to do anything with it. That's fair enough. Let's keep cooking, because we are going to simultaneously raise our cooking level. And, I mean, we are still a bit hungry. But now that it's daytime, we can look at taking down some of the bots. If you are playing solo, you've got a couple of decent solutions. Oh, that's right, because we've got the screws, we've unlocked all the cubicles. And we've got some new, like, cubicle doors and things, which are awesome. Would I recommend making cubicles? Definitely not in the early game. Although it looks like they've actually reduced the cost, because these used to be really way more expensive. It used to be like 4 screws. So it looks like they've actually made them way more usable in the last patch. That is brilliant. Tripwire trap, not a great tool. I'm busy inventing, my food is burning. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, it's pretty quick to level up some of these skills. Not do any more cooking just for now. Let's have a quick look. So we can make some armor now. So because we've got those magazines, we can basically cover ourselves in books. For frying pans, screws, and cotton, I think. No, is it magazines? Fair enough. Possible excuse for a helmet. So the makeshift armor set isn't bad. It gives you bonus stats, like bonus carry weight and stuff. So if you're doing a lot of hauling, it's a brilliant set to have. We could do super tomato seed. That is a Nethiol, antiverse wheat, and a tomato. And we can make ramps and bridges as well now, which is friggin' cool. No, did I never discover the infrared emitter? Fair enough. Right, so computation bricks we need to start working towards. And we've got a few ways of dealing with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make... Let's get some of them. I want some... What do I need for the throwing darts? No, I'll not bother with them. I'll just do the, like, arrows for now. We'll make up a load more of these. So that leaves us with 88 darts. And if I get a rubber band, let me just see if I've got one knocking about. I just want to repair my crossbow before we run out there and start fighting a bot. Nope. Gears are relatively intact. We should be good. So the security bots. Security bots are tough. Security bots are going to kick your ass. You've got a couple of solutions. So they're not super quick, so kiting them is always an option. The alternative is use traps. Traps are brilliant. If you're not confident in your skills, or you're really early game and your stats are just crap because it's early game, use traps. Traps are cool. Like, embrace your inner scientist. Use technology. But for some early reloading and accuracy experience, I personally just like to do this. It does take a while. We'll just fast forward the footage here a little bit, just that you don't have to suffer the entire tedium. But we'll see where we are. So that's reloading 4 and accuracy is at 2. I will catch you in a second when we kill this bot. Oh, and there we go. So that gave us... What did that give us for that first bot? So we got one more level of reloading. We got about half a level of accuracy, and that cost us... So we had 68... No, 88, didn't we? 42 bolts. That is a lot of bolts. Obviously, it's a big resource investment. But for your early game, that has already gotten us to the perk... Where are we? There we are. The perk where we're allowed to reload weapons like guns, which is brilliant. And we're just gonna chop this guy up. It feels weird, but using the knife is the best way to break them down. And we're going to take all his insides. We're going to take his bolts. Well, we're going to take his bolts, our bolts back. So we've already gotten most of them back. About half of the ones we used, which isn't too bad. And we managed to get our materials. Now we need 2 more bot CPUs. So we'll run to where they are, show you guys where those are, and we will basically do the same thing again. I think we'll do a little speed montage of murdering them dead. Take those with us, and we'll stock up on an extra couple of arrows, repair our crossbow again, because I'm going to do the same thing again just to keep our levels going up. Because having a decent reload early game, it's a lovely thing. So if you recall, we saw another bot upstairs. And we saw another bot over here. Oh, these guys are back. Free experience! Bat! That's right, we had the bot over here. So again, same situation. We'll wake him up by beating him. And then... Well, actually, we've got a bit of a cheeky trick we can do with this one. Let me see if we can get it to happen. Because this bot's a bit of a dingus. I mean, to be fair, they're all dinguses. They just want to come and attack us. But if I can get it to aggro on me, we've got a little drop here. So what I can try and do is encourage him over here. And hopefully get him to throw himself in the hole. So if I come up on here... Come on, mate. You know you want to come down here. Nope, there we go. There we go. Jump out of the pit. Take the damage. It's fine. It's fine. But now he's genuinely stuck down there and he's a sitting duck, which means, again, 3 levels! Just don't go in with melee, because he can hit you, like, basically up to where that door is. His range is a little bit gross. But we'll just speed through this one too. And that's another one down. And that took us, again, about the same amount. We're up to level 7 reload and up to level 3 accuracy, which is brilliant. We are gooching up these levels. Accuracy, recoil, and weapon sway. Yeah, that's... Leveling up your accuracy is really helpful, no matter what class you're playing. Reloading, again, you're always going to want some reloading. Ideally, we want to get accuracy up to 10. As soon as we can. The stats are developed... God, I want to take these out of him before we chop him up, because I've got a nasty feeling those are going to disappear into the void if we chop him up there. Yeah, so it used to just be landing hits from range, leveled up your accuracy and throwing skills. Yeah, it's a good job I did that, because otherwise I would have lost all those bolts. But now it's damage is factored into it, so because bots have got such high defense, they're not the best for leveling off. But again, like I said, the big reason I'm using them is it gets that reloading experience, and having a decent reload level is far more important than an accuracy level in a difficult position. So we've got 2 of the 3 CPUs we need. I'm gonna unpin that stove recipe because I just realised I've left that up there. Let's drop off supplies again. Bots respawn, so bots are a fantastic source of metal, oil, glass, electronics. They are fantastic for that. Let's make some more bolts. And again, we're gonna head up to the executive suites. There are more. Well, there is one more bot down here. Oh, you know what? We've not been up to the cubicles. We've not been to the cubicles yet. Let's head up there. We'll go and do that one. We're going to have to clear out some monsters. Oh, I forgot about this lady. You know, Alice?
I thought I was there, but I'm still here, am I? I'm here, but she's there?
You don't look very well.
I have seen death here. I locked it in with everyone else. Am I there too?
Maybe. Oh, she's on the defense team.
We can't go this way. You don't want to.
Fair enough. Make sure you're chatting to like anyone that you find multiple times, because that does give you some dialogue that you may not otherwise see. We've got another bot here. So there are bots all like pretty close to the entrance. And there's always a pest under this desk. Ow, my face. So, because we want to use that kiting strategy again, we do want to clear out this area before we start facing off with the bot. This is a really nice kitchen. So what I am considering doing is setting up a cooking and farming section up here. Multiple bases are a nice way of handling the game. So just having like a crafting table and a couple of farm plots and a couple of other bits and pieces up here is definitely something I'm considering. It's a broken lamp, fair enough. Because the oven here is like, it just needs a part and it's fixed. It's got 4 burners and it's a little bit later in the game when we get to the ability where we can actually do that. So it's a nice little spot. The only problem is we get a lot of enemies spawning and patrolling out here. Oh god, the air feels strange. Right. We will have to be considerate of the air feeling strange. Keep an eye on the rafters up top as well, because there's sometimes an Exor milling about up there and you don't notice him until he's shot you. It's a little bit dark in this area again, but I'm gonna stay low. We are actually a little bit low on health and we are in the middle of a combat situation, so I am gonna use a first aid salve. Try and strike a decent balance with them, because it'll turn out that the hardest resource to get to keep using them isn't like the actual like bio scrap or the antiverse wheat. You'll find it winds up being the glass. Peccaries are scary, but once you know what you're doing with them, they're actually just puppies. Oh, we got a skull. Nice. So we could use that for a really, like, quite a powerful early game weapon. Or we can hold on to it, make it into glue. Or we can make it into a decent early game helmet. I'm actually going to make sure I'm gathering up some of the resources from these guys, because we are going to want to do some cooking, and I might fill up the fridge and do some cooking between episodes. I think that might be a sensible option, because it's not the most interesting thing to watch, but it is something that, you know, it winds up being a decent part of the game. You can get through it just eating nothing but snacks, but Let's try and have some fun. Oh, what's in here? The dog thing. So if I caught one of those dog things, KP called it a peccary until she realised how large it was. Notice the behaviour is different here than in Antiverse 2. He has a theory that the lower entropy on this side makes their biochemistry more potent. They're stronger and definitely more angry. Interesting. Certainly the energy differential is strongly in our favour, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't know enough. You're behind the times. Apparently the team on level 3 has figured out a way to use the differential in their new power cell design. Catch Mayfield at lunch. She'll talk your ear off about it. So that's where they get the energy from. This needs to stop. Since some of your people have been working extra hours and not returning to the residence sector each evening, I've been hearing some of them have built beds down there. Look, Richard, if they sometimes work a little extra, it's because they want to and a project needs it. A lot of this stuff you just can't walk away from at 6. It needs to stop, Sarah. The security bots don't have an employee setting. So it's just talking about using beds as a outside the residence section. You know, I admire Regal's work, but sometimes I feel he doesn't understand the potential of his own research. He was showing me designs for some sort of a vacuum vortex system, and they were impressive, yes. You could draw objects of considerable mass towards you. But when I pointed out that you could also use it to launch things at high velocity, the math is simple. I didn't even seem to have thought of it. But what are the actual applications of them picking up garbage? Just firing it at things? Until we try it, how do we know what it's good for? Do you think WWF wrestling is fake? Are they acting? I don't get it. Why would everyone cheer if it was fake? It depends. On what? How gullible you are. Ooh yes, Macho Man. We love Macho Man Randy Savage. Right. Well, I've not really got any space. Oh, it's because my pockets are full of sody pops. Well, we'll chuck these down and then we will go and fight the box. I think we've cleared most things. There's probably a pest or two still milling about. Yeah, there we go. They like hanging out under the desks. Right, definitely have to gamma this area up in post, just because it's very dark. Security bot is hibernating. They usually come out at night. Well, that is not a problem for me. We're going to wail on it. We're going to take its insides and stuff them in something. Actually, I've not bothered to use this as an option. Does he just, like, hang out underneath me? Oh. See if we can get a decent angle on this. Because he's going to back up.
There's the bathroom.
Oh, needing to poop now. This is why the weak bladder can be an issue sometimes. Because it is based on what you eat and when you eat. So if you just eat a load of food, you'll need to poop. Now, I'm not desperate for the toilet. Like you can see, I should go, but I've got plenty of time before I have to poop. Okay, well this isn't an ideal location really to try and hunt the bot from. So I think we will head down. Why are you just smashing things up, you dingus? And again, same as earlier, we'll just do a quick cut through as I shoot this guy to death. Okay, that's an issue. Right, so what you can do is if you're out in the field, your item breaks, you've not got anything to fix it, duct tape will give you about 20% of your durability back. It's not great, but it's an option. Oh, and I just needed the one more bolt. Are you kidding me? Ah, it's all planned, baby. I'm just the best. And we now have the toilet time debuff because we are desperate for a poo. We'll take this guy apart. We will find a bathroom. We will have to find a place to have a nap because it is about to be nighttime and the air was feeling strange. So we have something to deal with. So bathroom first. Like, these are the situations where the slower reduction can hurt you a bit. But again, it's like it's an extra second pooping. It's not the end of the world. So we've got our CPUs, we've got 3. Lovely. We've got everything we need to make the hacker. We're gonna head back to base. We're gonna see if we can have a quick nap. What time is it? Ooh, it's usually midnight that things start, so we should be good to have a quick nap before things go pear-shaped. And then we'll need to make some more dinner too. What's happening at base? Is it regular stuff or is this horrible stuff? Okay, I think it's a regular raid tonight rather than a portal storm. Oh no, portal storm, fair enough.
Warning. Biological incursion detected. Please alert.
Alright, get up.
Now.
This is starting. I don't think I'm going to have much of a chance to deal with it. Is it just the one portal? Yes, that's okay then. So I'll just pick up the coffee table. No, fair enough. But basically, enemies spawn in the base and try and break our shit. Ow! God, that hurt my eyes. Jesus.
Stop!
See if I can maybe numb that down a bit in post, because that was very bright. Yeah, so that's the enemies all killed off. Just don't mind there. So portal storms are a nice source of early food as well. Oh, we got another pest there. Because that's just saved us going out hunting for a little bit and giving us a load of stuff, which is nice. Right, what am I doing? What do I need for these computation bricks? Let us go to tools, keypad. So we're going to pin that. Controller, computation brick. So we need 3 of these. So I need tech scrap and fans. Do I have any more circuit boards knocking about? I could have swore I did. Also, I could have swore I just heard a pest grumbling in here. Can I put my torch away? I did, there he is. I knew I heard someone milling about. Get good at using your quick meds. Yes, it will save you if you don't have to go into your menu to use them. Boop. Right, circuit boards. So since we seem to be running woefully low on those, I think we're going to have to take a quick trip upstairs. We've cleared out that area anyway. We've got our vacuum. So what we'll do is we'll go and eat some computers. Oh, no, gone the wrong way. You've got to go up this way because the ledge is just too high to jump up. Which is mildly annoying. I suppose I could put a gas pad there. That might be a sensible idea, actually. You will find yourself revisiting a lot of zones in the facility. Okay, that just played like a bunch of bot noises, but the bot is dead, so I don't know why it did that, other than to just make me shit myself, I guess.
This sector is under precautionary.
God, the vacuum is so good. If you don't use the vacuum, like if you've played this game before and you've not been using the vacuum, use it. That's it. That's my advice. How are we doing? Pockets are full, so we can just keep going and grabbing tech scrap. We'll do some repairs around here as well, actually, because we might as well get some experience while we're waiting. Oh. Like, we're always going to need pieces from the computers. Oh, and there's more stuff here. Give me all these components. Out of juice again, but we've got loads of pieces, so that should be fine. We're a little bit overweight, but again, we'll survive. That should be enough stuff to just get us the tools we need, which is fantastic. So we'll get the hacker. I'm not sure just how long this one's going to be, just because I'm going to be compressing down a lot of the combat with the bots. But we'll see. So while we get back to base, I just want to say a massive thank you for coming and tuning in. If you've gotten to this point, again, another massive thank you. If you are enjoying the Abiotic Factor content, give us a like and a follow. Always helps the channel out. If you've got any sort of comments or anything or any feedback, let us know. Because again, it just helps the channel. I'm looking to start really investing again into, not just into the system, because I think my channel just turned 2, and I've never really invested as heavily into it as perhaps I could have. But I want to change that this year. I want to make sure I'm actually doing something a little bit more exciting. So that is something that we will be looking to do. Let's get them screws. I do have the flashlight on me. Gosh, I am a dingus. Right, what am I missing for the components? Tools. Keypad hacker. So we need a test tube and some bioscrap. Just one. Just one. So make the test tube. Bioscrap again, split stack just one. Lovely. And then with that, I can go and make the LCD screen. So that's our first component. Heck yeah. We need a controller, which needs 2 phones. Well, we've got loads of phones sitting about somewhere. Oh, there we are. I just looked at them and then just immediately walked away. What is wrong with me? Controller. That is now controlled. And the infrared emitter to broken glass. Ooh, I think we might just be able to scrape that one, you know. Let's just drop those away. Split stack. 2 of you. Infrared emitter. Previous recipe, keypad hacker. Heck yeah. That is a massive milestone. We'll have a quick look and see what we can do with this. I think it's the phone. Yeah. So we could make a peccary club. It's not got super amounts of durability, but it's an interesting heavy weapon. Peccary helmet. Is that I think? Or is it glue? Glue and books? Paper. Weird. I don't know why you'd line the inside of an alien's head with paper before putting it on your head. That seems a little bit weird and gross, but... You do you, mighty science man. Just remember to take your keypad, put it in your hacker slot. Because if you're not doing that, you're not getting the full benefit. Pop these screws away, and then we have actually made a major milestone, and next episode we'll do something a little bit weird, wonderful, and it's one of the first major exciting parts of the game, so please come and join us next time.
I perceive a distinct lack of snacks.
I'll handle that off camera. But as usual, once again, thank you very much for coming and watching. We'll be carrying on. We do stream over on the Purple site on the weekends. I will try and do some more streams as well as we're going, but we will see. Just give us a follow over there, and make sure you subscribe, if I can get my words out, subscribe here, and just keep tuned for more content. I love doing the Abiotic Factor, but I do want to get a few more things on the channel too. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. The VODs are also here, so that's worth keeping an eye on. I just need to make sure that they're actually organised into playlists. But with that, I think I will love yous and leave yous. Bye!